So come to the comfortable sitting position. And then close the eyes. So ground yourself for a few, moment, few breath, and gather your awareness. Allow your body to awake and allow our mind to connect with the physical as a whole. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, sigh it out. Now just feel the body, maybe scan the body, just, pretend as if you shower and have that water actually fall on the head. And then the water just flow through the body, over the body. And then down all the way to your toes. So you feel deeply connect with the whole body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Slowly inhale, reaching the arms up over the head. On the exhale, just gently fold forward. Bow your head down. Maybe move your head a little. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Turn your head yes and no. You can round your back as much as you need to. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, slowly walk your hands back, sit up tall, extend the right leg out. Inhale, reaching the arms up over the head. On the exhale, gently fold forward, Janu Shirshasana. Allow the head to drop. Hug the right hip back. Left hip if you want to use the left hand, gently open that left thigh out. And then drop right ear to the right bicep. You can do that as well. So that's the option. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, sit up. Now this time, we don't go to the tripod, but we're just going to rest the left forearm down. If you need to use the blocks, you can, right? And then reaching. So we go in on the diagonal almost line from the left side of the hips. And then reaching that right arm high as you stretch and flex and point that right toes. Maybe drop the left ear down to the left bicep. Inhale deeply. Exhale, side it out. Now inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, fold. Again, so it's a repeat. Dynamic stretching. Left and right. Left and right. So go forward as forward fold. And go backward almost like a gentle back bend. Or maybe side bend. Couple more times. Breathing. For 3. For 2. For 1. Now slowly sit up tall. Switch legs. Right knee bend, left leg straight. Inhale, reaching the arms up over. On the exhale, fold over that left leg. Maybe turn the left ear to left bicep or just gently fold. Drop your head, breathing deep. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, slow-mo. So the same way, right? Maybe use the block on the other side, maybe not. Just diagonally, angle. Because so we can do a gentle back bend as you resting down the right forearm, or maybe on the fingertips if you have a little space to play with. And then reaching that left arm over. And maybe a gentle back bend here. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, come on up and then fold. So do dynamic stretching. Go forward, And then lean back if that feels good. Keep breathing. So go with the flow. If your mind is super busy this morning, maybe briefly close your eyes and feel the touch of the breath that in and out your nose. Breathing deep. 3, 2, and then 1. Sit up. Fold the feet together. Bow angle pose. Sit tall. Inhale. And then close your heart to your feet. Exhale. Maybe round the spine. Maybe shake your head yes and no. So 2 things that we're working on today is the hips and the heart. And those 2 are holding emotions. And emotions, the symbol is the water, the flow. And the moon affect that water, right? So those 2 today we're going to experience through the physical touch of this yoga practice. So allow yourself, make your way to go to tabletop position. Breathing deep. Inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round the spine. Cat-cow. Feel around with the rhythm of your own breath. Breathing deep. Allow your breath to flow. Sometimes it needs to be deep. It will be deep. But make sure it's complete, smooth. With this cat-cow, you can turn your fingertips towards your knee to stretch the wrist, to warm up the wrist. Right? Or maybe move around your hips. Bump it to the left, to the right as you're doing cat-cow. Breathing. For 3. If you haven't switched your hands, you want to do that on the other side, feel more breath. For 2. And then for 1. Now slowly make your ways to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. We go. Shake your head. Paddling your feet. Right. Breathing deep. If it needs to be deep, that's what I meant. If it doesn't need to be, then make it natural breath. In this down dog, we firm that finger pads, we draw the shoulder blades away from the ear and wrap that tricep, this means the back of your arms, in towards your face. Breathing. Send your hips really high, maybe slight bend on the knees. Your heels might not touch the ground, it's okay. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And if you remember that pulling action in down dog rather than pushing, you could do that as well anytime, right? Let's do it one more time so that way we imprint that as if you want to do it every down dog. So press the hands down firm into the mat and try to slide it out without moving it, right? And then draw the shoulder blades away from the ear, so that's a pulling action rather than pushing. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, side it out. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. Standing forward fold at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down through the feet. Rise, arms out and up, over, reaching up. A little back bend up top. Flip the palms, interlace the fingers, just like you waking up in the morning. Stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. On the exhale, step the left foot back. Left knee come down to the ground, reaching the arms out and up over Anjaneyasana. Today we're going to open our chest. So interlace the fingers behind the back. And then maybe, or maybe not, up to you. kiss the palms, not kiss the palms, the palms, keep it pressed together, right? And then open that chest. And that maybe today, that's where you are, that's where your space. But if you feel like you have a little bit more space to work with, then you extend that arms down to the ground. Breathing. 3. Firming the legs, firming the lower belly. Breathing. 2. Last one. And then 3. Now undo the bind. Right arm under, left arm over, eagle's arm. So we open the front and now we stretch the back of the shoulders. So open our heart, right? Bring the elbows to the shoulder height and then breathe. 3. Maybe do a peekaboo eagle. Windshield wiper the arm. It might not go that far, but it will feel the stretch. 2. Maybe back bending if you want to open that front body even more. And then 1, hands down, pivot the right foot, heels toe, that right foot out to lizard. So this lizard, take your time, take a few breaths here. And if you have more space to play with, is the option that you can reach for the left ankle. Open your chest. Maybe look to the side, maybe look back if it doesn't pinch your neck. Maybe look up and open the front body. 3, 2, and then 1. Now slowly let the left foot go. Heels toe, that right foot in. Step back, plank pose. Again, today, we focus is to find length. But if you feel like your theme is also incorporate strength, you can do that. Vinyasa down or not, your choice. Otherwise, meet in downward facing dog. Breathing. Inhale deeply. Exhale, side it out. And again, however you feel fit for this down dog, a couple more breaths. You want to do a pull action with your arms, do that. You just want to stay and stretch and breathe, do that. Go with the flow. What is you need the moment in time in your life? Same thing as sometimes that's when you practice on the mat. Allow that to flow and you go with it. And sometimes resistance with the flow might cause pain and discomfort. So at a certain level, we have to learn and understand to go with the flow. Take a deep inhale. Sign it out, exhale. Walk your feet to your hands, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root down to the feet, rise. Arms out and up over the head. Flip the palms, interlace the fingers. Stretch like you're waking up in the morning. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up and over. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back. Right knee come down to the ground. Anjaneyasana. Interlace the fingers behind the back. This time with thumb on top. And then you can keep the palm pressed and stay there and open your chest. You could do that. You can use your knuckles. Just press your tailbone down as you open your chest more. That one is actually really good feedback. Or if you have more space to play with, extend that arms towards straight. Maybe 3, 2, and then 1. Now, eagle's arm, left arm under, right arm over this time. Or if you do a different side, make sure you switch them. Right, firm the legs, elbows down, up to the shoulder level. Breathing deep, maybe peekaboo. Peekaboo eagles again. Or not. Right, it doesn't go that far, but it feels the stretch really good. But make sure your elbows, to the shoulder level. Firm the legs, 3, maybe back bending. 2, and then 1, hands down inside the left foot. Heels toe, that left foot out. Lizard. Take a few breaths before you go into like a full, lizard, or however you feel that, that destination of this pose. So maybe bend the back knee, reaching for the back foot. Right? Open your chest, maybe look to the side, look up, look back, however your neck is happy. 3, 2, and then 1. Let go, no slingshot with the foot if you have it. Step back, plank pose, vinyasa, or any other pose in between the sequence that you feel like you want to practice today with the mindfulness. And then downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, we're going to start the standing series. That's the warm up today. Inhale deeply. Sign it out. Exhale. As always, don't forget, you can add, subtract, anything. After all, this is your practice. If you're with me today and if you feel like it's the perfect theme for your practices, today is go with the flow. Right? With the breath, with the physical flow, inhale, right leg lift up and back. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Inhale deeply. Exhale, right knee to nose, come forward. Now flow back, 3-point, and then knee to nose at your own pace. As how you feel like you need to flow through this. Right? Breathing. You can do as slow as you want. You can do as dynamic as you like. But make sure you flow with your breath, with the rhythm of your physical. Last time, inhale, 3-point out dog, kick back, open the right knee. Exhale, step the right foot forward. And then standing split, transfer the weight into that right leg, left leg go high. So it's not going to be like full standing split because it's the first one. Still kind of, cold going in this morning. So be gentle, explore, flow with the breath. 3. Maybe bend the left knee, drop your head. 2. And then slow-mo standing up with or without touching the left foot down to the ground. Figure 4, left ankle on top of the right knee. And then bend your right knee, come down. You might use the blocks, it's quite nice, right? 2 or 1 nearby. You can stay high, you can go low. You can bring the hands down to the ground. Maybe some of you feel better if you put the hands, one of the hand on the heels, the other one on the inner knee, and then you stay there for a few breaths. All right, 3, I'll fold down. You're gonna feel a little bit more stretch on the hips. 2, and then 1, slowly standing up, and then left knee up to the chest. Inhale, open that chest, breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot back, crescent. Crescent, crescent, crescent. Breathing. If you feel a little bit different today, according to the energy and things like that, it's because it's the new space for me as well. So it's a lot of things need to be set up and kind of settle, the energy of it. Crescent, arms up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And then do the same thing. Open your chest, the palm press, maybe stay there. Use the knuckle to open that front shoulder. Or extend that arm straight. Maybe back bending. Maybe not. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, frame the front foot. Step back. Either vinyasa or skip it. Drop your head, breathe. Feel your feet. Feel your hands that touching the Mother Earth. Even though we go with the flow, but somehow, especially same thing in the life, even though we flow, but we still have to have the point of anchoring down, right? So that way we don't go crazy in that whirlpool. Inhale, left legs go high. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Take a deep inhalation. On the exhale, knee to nose, come forward. Again, create that rhythm. Go back and forth, back and forth. Of course, if this is not for you today, you can be in down dog. You can be in child pose and wait. Breathing. Whatever it fit the theme of go with the flow today, do just that. Sometimes go with the flow, it does mean that to stay still, to step back, to withdraw too. Last one, inhale, 3-point down dog, kick back, bend and open. Step the left foot through. Transfer the weight to the left legs, standing split. Standing L. Drop your head. Breathing. And again, you can bend and straight that right knee. 3, 2, and then 1. Now slow-mo, either standing up without touching the right foot or touching, it's okay. Just stand up. And then right ankle on top of the left knee. And then come down in that figure 4 chair stretch. You can stay high if you have a little less space to work with today. Left hand to the left heel, right hand to the inner right knee, or come down maybe on the block. Take your time. Sometimes going with the flow doesn't need that we have to rush, right? Going with the flow, you can also go according to your rhythm. You don't have to up to speed to others or environment, but you're still going. Take a deep inhalation. On the exhale, slowly standing up, right knee up to the chest, huck it in, huck it in. Breathing deep, 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot way back, crescent. Crescent, crescent. Situate in this crescent, bend your left knee, firm the inner legs, breathe. And then interlace the fingers again, maybe this time with thumb on top, right? Then press that knuckle into your lower back or sacrum and then open your chest. Maybe lift to the back bend, maybe extend that arm straight. Breathing. Push off the ball of the back foot super strong. 3, 2, and then 1. Hands down. Frame the front foot. Step back. Plank pose, vinyasa, skip it. And then downward facing dog. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Inhale deeply. Exhale side out. Move in down dog according to your flow, your breath, your physical feel. Use this pose as a resting, anchoring down, and explore what it needs to be done. Inhale, right leg go up and back. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, right knee to right tricep. And of course, if you want to incorporate the arm balance, you can, but we're going to flow again. Right knee to right tricep. And sometimes flowing is hard, right? It's really tough. And sometimes we can't change that. But only thing that we can change is to adjust ourselves. But we're still flowing. The indicator is the breath. 3-point down dog, kick back, inhale, bend the right knee, open the right hip. On the exhale, step it through. Warrior 1, come on up. Warrior 1. In this Warrior 1, firm both legs. Right? Everything oriented to the front. Oops. Microphone malfunction. Sorry. All right. Warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Open your chest. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, humble warrior. Come on down. Come on down. Humble warrior. Hug that right hip back. Left hip forward. Drop your head. 3, 2, and then 1. Bring the hands down. Frame the front foot. Warrior 2. Pivot the back heels in a little. Come on up. Warrior 2. Bend that right knee. External rotate the thighs out as you breathe. Feel the ground, but flow with the breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. On the exhale, triangle. Straight that right leg. Right hand come down. Maybe the block inside that right ankle. Inside the right ankle. Left arm go high. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Bend that left arm behind. Maybe chimney that left hand to the outer right hip. It's almost like a hook to that right upper thigh. Then from here, you can go a little bit deeper. If you use the blocks, right? Look down on that block as you turn that left shoulder open more. Maybe some of you want to rest the right ear to right shoulder as you open that left arm a little bit more. Feel that openness of the front left shoulder. Breathing 3. And if you feel like, yeah, I'm super energized and I want to do a strengthening, you're welcome to reach the right arm forward. Right? If it feels like shit, again, don't do it. The breath is indicator 3, 2, and then 1. Left hand start to come out of that bind as you're reaching that arm up to just release the fluid and blood. And then pyramid pose as you step that left foot in a little bit. Hug that right hip back. Left hip forward. And drop your head. Take your time. Even though we're flowing, who said that you have to up to the speed as other people, right? Same thing in life. Take your own space to flow accordingly. Now slowly turn that right, the all toes to the right, to the IT band stretch. So like a crisscross. Maybe put the block, help to creating space to come to the outer edge of both feet. Maybe bend and straight, and feel that stretch. So this is the hips. We do heart and hips today. Those are house of emotions. One raw distinctual, the other one higher filter emotions, higher self emotion. All those are having water energy, and we need to flow. We need to process it out and slowly come back to center. And then step the right foot back, plank pose. Vinyasa or not, your choice. Downward facing dog, we meet. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, side it out. Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Feel grounding, but flow with the breath. 3-point down dog. Left leg go high. Inhale. Bend the left knee. Open the left hips. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale, left knee to left. Again, flow according to you and you only, your space, in your time. If your flow means to skip this part, then do that. Nobody know your life, your body, your breath better than you do, right? It's a lot of options here. You can go strong, you can do an arm balance, you can skip it, or you can just go with the flow of the body. Last one, inhale deeply. On the exhale, 3-point bend and open. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior one. Breathing. Bend that left knee. For 3. For 2. Reaching through the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back with thumb on top this time. Open your chest. Inhale deeply. Exhale, humble warrior. Come on down. Left shoulder inside the left thigh. Drop your head. 3. Hug your left hip in. 2. And then 1, bring the hands down. Warrior 2, open it out. Feel ground through your feet. Flow through your breath. Breathing deep. 3, 2, 1. Triangle pose, reverse warrior first, and then triangle. Left hand come on down. On the block, either inside or the outside of the left foot. Reaching the right arm high, and then by that right arm behind, almost like, chimney your fingers to that left hip crease first to feel that openness. And maybe left ear to left shoulders. But try not to collapse it in like this. Find all full length of the spine that you have. Then if you want more and you feel okay, maybe look down to that block, left hand. Breathe. The most important thing is you flow with your breath. Accordingly to your breath and your breath only. Okay? Breathing deep. 3, 2, 1. Now unbind that first. Let the fluid and the blood and everything just flow back up. And then right hand come down. Pyramid pose. Step that back foot in a little. Hug that left hip back. Right hip forward. Drop your head down. Breathing. Ground through the physical rooting parts, hands and feet or whatever touch the Mother Earth. But allow our mind and our life to flow with the breath, the awareness of the breath. Start to turn all toes to the left. You can bring the blocks with you. You can close your stand a little if you will have a less space to work with today. Come to the outer rim of the feet, right? Maybe bend and straight if that feels better or is more pleasant. Breathing deep. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Now slow-mo walk the hands back. Again, vinyasa or not, or skip it. And everyone meet in downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Sign it out, exhale. And slowly rock forward to plank pose. And then make your way down to lie down on your belly. Right. So simple. But yet if you have that awareness when you move, it's so powerful. Doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes laying down, just simply lay down, or in seated meditation by itself is very powerful. If you have even split seconds of awareness of the present moment, those gap between your thoughts that we hardly have, our thoughts that we hardly have. So in this lying down position, we're going to open our chest first because, going into back bend today, and the theme is, hearts and hips. So elbows 90 degree. Rest your head down. Then we're going to roll and stack the left hip on top of the right as your elbows still bend 90 degree and don't move them, right? And allow that openness in the physical feeling. Maybe synchronize with your breath, or maybe let your breath guiding it. Sometimes it's go backward, it's okay. As long as you have, awareness of those two. And those two are indicator of your own rhythm of the flow. Physically, mentally. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, slow-mo, go back, roll to the belly, then bend that left elbow. Do the same thing on the other side. See, sometimes both sides is different. Mine, this side, I need a lot of space, so I put the block under my left ear because it's much tighter on this side. Breathing deep. The important thing is the breath. 3, 2, and then 1. Now slow-mo, roll to your belly, resting on your forehead. Maybe make pillows with the hands. Right? Take a deep inhale. Sign it out. Exhale. Now slowly bend both knees and then hands to the ankles. Right. Maybe maybe knees a little bit wider than the hips, and then draw that heels to glute. Lengthening through the tail. Maybe bring the heels to the outside of your hips. You can stay here or make your ways to bow pose. Bow. Lift your chest, lengthening through the crown. Lower belly in and up. Most importantly, your breath. 3. Maybe you don't come here, right? Maybe you're still down on the ground, and that's okay. That's your flow today. 2. And then slow-mo, lower everything down. Lie on either ears or the forehead. Rest. Maybe do a little bit windshield wiper with the legs, with the feet, as your knees bend. Breathing deep. 3, 2, 1. So today we're going to do a little bit active back bend. So we're going to come up to all 4. And we're going to extend that right leg back. You can tuck the left toes for the stability. Reaching the left arm out in spinal balance. Just a brief moment to activate the core. Because back bend, actually, a lot of time we slacking of engaging the core as we do back bend. So inhale deeply, bend the right knee, left hand to the right ankle. So the same kind of, action, but this is half bow. So inhale deeply. Now between the hands and the foot, resist. And then open your collarbone, lengthening through the crown. Breathing. Stabilize this pose with your belly, with your pelvic floor. You're going to feel the stretch on the shoulders too. 2. And then 1, slow-mo, no slingshot. Drop that right knee down. Do cat-cow. Just a couple more rounds. Neutralize that. All right. Then left leg extend. Right arms forward to activate that core. This is the best core activation pose, like most passive but effective. Like it covers most of the core muscles. Breathing. Left knee bend, right hand to the left foot, and then half bow. Open your chest, lengthening through the crown. Breathing deep. 3. Feel the stretch of the right shoulder. 2. No slingshot. Let the left foot go. Left knee come down. Cat-cow. And then we're going to do a camel pose. So come to the seated with the toes tucked first, right? Then if you want, you can put the block, 2 blocks actually. So come to the kneeling position. One of the blocks go to the outside of the left ankle, the other one go to the right. Right? So we're going to do the flow around the camel pose. So basically you can hold it, at the end of, the little flow that we have here, or just keep on flowing. So basically we're going to reach the arms up over, just a gentle back bend first. Pretend that you have a block between the thighs, and then just a gentle back bend, reaching up through the arms, side of the body as your core engage. And then inhale deeply. On the exhale, right hand come down to that right side, the block on the right side, right? Take a deep inhale, maybe look up. And on the exhale, sweep, carve through the air in front of you. And then land that left hand on the block on the left side as you do side bending. And then you sweep left and right. However low you want to sweep, right? And feel this camel flowing with your breath. And whenever you feel like, I'm good and I want to land into full camels, make sure you have that anchor down through your feet, through any part of your legs that it ground down, and then lengthening whatever that not touched the ground away from that anchoring point. Otherwise, keep flowing. And if flowing causes you nauseate, motion sickness is too much, and then maybe your flow today is child pose. Why not? Right? And if you want to do a full camel, you can. Breathing deep. Lengthening. Lifting through your chest. 3. Maybe still flowing. Maybe child pose. 2. And then slowly use your belly to lift your torso upright. And then child pose. Everyone meet. Breathing. Wiggle your tail in this child pose. Grounding yourself through whatever that you connect with the Mother Earth. But then in the same time, feel the flow of your breath. Take a deep inhalation. Sign it out, exhale. Slowly Come to seated position. We're going to neutralize that camel pose with a little bit of the core. So simple, easy boat pose. So I'm gonna go in like a steps to build up that all the levels could do. This pose, a lot of yoga teachers I know, is especially the one that lean on alignment and things like that, quit teaching because they don't feel like it's appropriate and healthy for the spine. Me, I think if we build up into a little increments and we aware of our lower back, that we don't round and compress that disc, I think it's beneficial for all. So first off, fingertips facing the hips, feet firm to the ground as your feet about hip width apart. Now really the key of the pose is how can you pop your chest? Because the tendency of us is to collapse and then press the lower back. So the key is to how much we can lengthening by lifting the chest, right? And then really have that power come from the pelvic floor rather than the back. Then you open your chest and you can stay here. Some of you already feel the hip flexor already engaging the lower belly. But the next step, if you want to take it further, then of course maybe one knee up, right? And then the other knee up. But then you notice that if you feet up and then you start to collapse like this, then I would rather you go feet down and then pop your chest, right? So make sure you be honest to where you are and where is your flow today, right? Everyone's life is different. If you feel like, yeah, that's, today this is too easy, and you feel like straighten the legs, might be the place to go for you with the hands still down on the ground, you can. Or hands off the ground. And that's not my place today. Obviously, my body's saying, hell no. So I'm going to bend my knees, keep my chest open, lengthening through the lower back and through the crown. 3, 2, and then 1. Sit up tall. Feet firm together. Open that knees. Again, we're going back to revisit the bow angle pose, right? This is a very nice hip stretch. So if your knees is super high off the ground, you want to lengthening it a little bit by bringing the heels away from the groin. Inhale, sit up, chest up, and then exhale, fold. Many options here if you feel like this is a very good place and good flow for you to be, and you allow your breath to flow completely, deeply, naturally as it need to be, then stay there. Or the option is to do external rotate for the hips. How so? Then you lean the torso to the right, maybe put the block next to the under the knee like that, and then you just put your elbows there, right? But we'll go to the right side first, then left hand to the inner left knee, and then kind of chill. Sit like that, breathing deep. 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly sit up. Otherwise, if you fall in the middle and you want to change, you can, or just stay there. Put the block to the other side of the outer left knee as it rests down. And maybe, bring the elbows down and then use the right hand to guide that right knee to open. Breathing deep. 3, 2, and then 1. Now slowly sit up tall. We're going to make our way to our backs. So lying down on the back, please. Oops. Okay. All right. Bend your knees if you need to. All right. So we're going to do a couple more of core strengthening. I have to meditate more in this space. I tell you what, I have to meditate more in this space. to ground down the energy of the new studio, new virtual studio. All right, figure 4, right ankle on top of the left knee, right? You can do recline pigeon or just hug that left knee in, thread the needles, bring the arms go through, all right? Lengthening through the crown rather than jutting the shin up, lengthening through the crown. If you do a recline pigeon, you know, put that right foot, the arch of the right foot into the left elbow crease, and then hug that outer right knee with the inner right elbow crease. Then from there, keep the finger interlace, and then extend that left leg as your own degree. It might not touch the ground, right? Make sure you don't arch like that. You don't jut the shin up. Find your length. It might need to be, you know, it might mean to, oh gosh, bend the left knee a little to find that full length of the spine. Breathing deep. 3. Oh, you can stay in figure 4 stretch. That's plenty too. And then 1. Now right foot fall to the outside of the left hip, and then drop everything to twist. Reaching the right arm up over the head, lengthening the right glute, right hip away from your body. Feel long. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center slowly. Figure 4 with the other side. You can stay in figure 4, stretch for a little bit. Interlace the fingers in front of the right knee and draw that right thighs in towards the chest. Right? Or maybe cradle your shin just like the other side. Interlace the fingers. Make sure you don't arch your back. Then right leg extend out. Maybe slight bend of the right knee. That might feel like, place, rather than ouch, 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 right? And of course, when you go to the place that your body was not supposed to be, notice your breath. And this is why we meditate by observing the breath, because the breath say a lot about what we should and shouldn't do. And the breath say a lot about who we are, right? You notice when you get mad, your breath become rapid, your temperature rising. So that's, you know, awareness is actually telling you exactly what you need to do or what's happening. The awareness is the key. Couple more breaths. 3, 2, and then 1. Now cross that left foot to the other side. Do the twist. Lengthening the left butt cheek. Just like stretch it away from your torso. As your left arm reaching up over the head, and feel that length long. Breathing deep. 3, 2, and then 1. Now slowly come back to center. Straight both legs. If you feel like you have some other pose that you feel fit to seal this practice, you can. Otherwise, your choice to choose if you want to come to seated position and meditate with me, right? Or just in the traditional Shavasana. But wherever you are, allow the awareness and the focus to be on your breath. And notice its natural breath and how it needs to flow. Right? If you in regular Shavasana, feet wider than the hips. And then allow the whole body to go super soft. Super soft. How so? Use your exhalation. Every time you exhale, you fall with the gravity. And surrender with whatever may be at that moment in time. Just like when you're holding the breath, it's like when you resist to go with the flow with your life. Feel suffocate, uncomfortable. So sometimes we need to learn to adapt and change and go with the flow. So allow your breath to be whatever that it needs to be. And no judgment, no script, no manipulation. Only observe the breath going in and coming out. As it is, as it is. As you imprint the grounding energy of this body that resting down to the Mother Earth, to the ground, to the mat, the full feedback support. But in the same time, you experience that flow of the breath. So that being said, you could do two at the same time. Be grounded, but also flow with whatever that need be in our life. The heart and the hip is the house of emotions. And it doesn't translate to holding on to all that waters inside you, because one day that dam gonna break loose, the water gonna overflow. So all the emotions have to process out, flow it out in a healthy way. So make sure you do that. And then you will see that the transition in change will be smoother, will be less uncomfortable. So with that being said, today, wherever you are, you can continue to laying down, or if you seated position, you can bring the hands to the heart center or anywhere comfortable. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings be well and protected. May all beings be free from all of the sufferings. When we talk about all beings, never forget that we are included in there as well. Be super kind and take a great care of yourself first and foremost. Remember, it's never ever a sign of selfish. Take a great care of yourself. You are alive and well. You're 100%, and your overflow will benefit to yourself and everyone else around you even more so. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you like my new space. So I hope to see you guys Saturday morning. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.